Despite controversies and increased competition, the Ford Explorer remains the best-selling midsize SUV of all time, with over 6 million sold. But clearly, Explorer needed to chart a new course to maintain that status, and that's exactly what Ford designers did with the 2011 Explorer. It's not only all new, it aims to change the definition of SUV forever. The 2011 Ford Explorer drives into the 21st century on a new unibody Taurus-based chassis. And while this may be new territory, it hasn't come unprepared. Riding on a slightly shorter 112.6-inch wheelbase, it's actually longer and wider and looks more physically fit than before, though ground clearance is a bit less at 7.6 inches. Up front, wraparound headlamp housings flank Ford's big 3-bar grille, and fog lights sit low in the corners of the black plastic fascia. Our XLT tester rode on 18-inch painted aluminum wheels with 245/60 Michelin Latitude rubber. There is some kinship to past Explorers in the side glass that, with blacked-out D-pillars, looks wrapped into the hatch. There's a large spoiler up top, as well as chrome trim running the full width of the liftgate, connecting the rather small LED taillights, all trendy and totally modern. The same goes for under the hood with a 3.5-liter V6 that at 290 horsepower falls just 2 horses short of the last Explorer V8. Its 255 pound-feet of torque allows for a max towing of 5,000 pounds, down a ton, through a standard front-wheel drive 6-speed automatic with manual shift mode. The optional trailer package adds tow-haul mode as well as trailer sway control. That V6 surprised us with its guts and a 0 to 60 sprint of 7.8 seconds, though it felt even faster. And it's more efficient with best-in-class government fuel economy ratings of 17 city, 25 highway. That's 20% better than last year. Still, we only got 19 using regular gas. Ford will bring an even more efficient 2-liter 4-cylinder EcoBoost turbo to the Explorer later this year. While the 4-wheel drive equipped Explorer has traded a ladder frame and low range for high-strength stampings and electronic wizardry, it proved to be very capable off-road. A Land Rover-style terrain management feature lets you set traction based on your situation and includes hill descent control. The all-independent suspension provides plenty of articulation for the rough stuff, as well as being very competent on the smooth stuff, which is where Explorers will spend the majority of their time. Curve control and advance on stability control does a good job of adding security for slick road cornering. Ride quality is firm but not harsh. New electric power steering feels solid and offers good linear feel. Panic stops from 60 took only 120 feet. Excellent for such a big vehicle. The hefty all-disc ABS brakes were near fade-free. As this Explorer is more about families than four-wheeling, interior comfort and utility are paramount. 3-row, 7-passenger seating is standard on all Explorers. Our testers raved about the amount of hip room up front, making this feel like an even bigger vehicle. Legroom was adequate in the second row with 60/40 split-fold seatbacks and the industry's first inflatable seatbelts. Access to the third row is reasonable, and once you're back there, you'll find almost adult-sized room. And of course, seatbacks fold flat into the floor, giving you 43.8 cubic feet of cargo space. Upgrade to a Limited with Package 1 and they'll fold with the touch of a button, which maxes out cargo capacity at 80.7 cubic feet. We continue to give mixed reviews to the My Ford Touch controls, though we will say that our XLT's grainier textured touchpad worked better than the Limited smoother surface. Response was quicker with fewer unintended inputs. And of course, there's the latest voice-activated sync system, which we also find less than ideal. My Ford Touch includes dual info centers flanking a large speedometer in the center gauge cluster and are controlled by large cell phone-like 5-way buttons that we like a lot. Pricing for the 2011 Ford Explorer starts at $28,995. The well-equipped XLT comes in at $31,995, with the top-of-the-line Limited at $37,995. But be warned, options can drive it over $50,000. The SUV landscape has certainly changed a lot since the Explorer first arrived 20 years ago. And indeed, the Explorer itself has seen plenty of changes, but none more drastic. So whether you still consider it a true SUV or not, the 2011 Ford Explorer is a very capable and solid family utility vehicle, one built for the 21st century.